the button fast? Why?
Daddy has a button that I can turn on.
his.
And I can talk. People are talking.
Having trouble there?
Yeah.
Got a boo-boo?
Yeah. Vacation 2023 is here. And we are so ready. We are so ready, I suppose, for a few reasons. One, this is the latest in the year we've taken a family vacation.
I've actually gone back to work for trainings.
Yeah, you've gone back to work for trainings. We've sat home all summer, watched family members send updates to their trips, send pictures. And so it's been hard waiting and watching, and I'm just ready, ready to go. And it's also like when you go earlier, the weather in Texas, I mean, it's always hotter than other places, so like you're relatively escaping the heat, but a lot of times we're getting back in early July when Texas is finally like starting to actually heat up. We are leaving like full meltdown. I think I saw 104 in the forecast for next week, so I am super looking forward and super ready just to get away from the heat and get some respite from that.
You mentioned seeing the rest of the family sending updates and pictures from their family.
Yeah.
Or from their trip. This is the first trip that we have gone on in
5 years.
Where it's just the 5 of us.
Yeah.
Maybe our first trip is just the 5 of us. But
Wow.
It's our first trip as just our household family in a long time.
Yeah, and I'm ready to make good memories, right?
Yeah, I mean, we love going on trips with the other families. It's always fun, but we're also just looking forward to some us time.
Yeah. And then I guess the final reason why I'm just like really ready for this trip is we're going to South Dakota. We're going to the Black Hills. That area I think is extremely underrated.
I do know.
You do know. I think it's so underrated. I was looking at a top 30 destination in America list, a couple of them, and South Dakota Black Hills wasn't on there at all, which I think is a shame. Mount Rushmore is what gets people in the door, but the whole area is just gorgeous. So I'm really ready to show the girls that, Stephanie included, and ready for just a good relaxing trip. The last several years, it's been a lot of awesome destinations in Yellowstone and Disney World and the beach, and like those are awesome, but they're also they lend themselves to being in the car a lot, even while at the destination, because your destination is not the campground. Where we're going this year, the destination is basically the campground, and I'm so ready for that, and just a good relaxing week. So we're ready, we're in the car, and we're gonna see how far we can make it today. So we are on the road, finally. Originally, we were just talking about like leaving after I got off of work. It would have been like 4 or so, get a few hours down the road, and then stop for the night. And then looking at it and thinking about it, I wound up taking off the whole day for, just with PTO, and thought, hey, if we could leave at like 9:30 in the morning, then we'd be really cooking with bacon grease. Well, we didn't leave then, because we're Baileys that live in Lavon that move slow. Life happened, and it just took it just took time. So we're on the road finally. Oh, also, car battery died. That was we would have been on the road probably about an hour and a half earlier, if it wasn't for the car battery. Had to put it on the charger and wait for it before we could go. So anyways, now we're on the road and we're gonna see how far we can make it. Maybe we can make it to north of Oklahoma City. Maybe we can make it south of Oklahoma City. Maybe we can make it to Oklahoma. We're just gonna find out.
Everything grows with a drop of love. We're all hanging on tooth and nail. It's a rocky road, this pilgrim trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail.
All right, so we are stopped to get gas. We're gonna get a little bit of a stretch break. We're just south of Norman. I think we've got maybe a couple more hours in us, maybe. That's what we're gonna also try to figure out is how much further we've got to go for the evening. So we're gonna get filled up with gas and keep going.
Every wind longs for a sail, like every campfire needs a tale. We're on this freight train going down the rail, together on this pilgrim's trail. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Sometimes heaven, sometimes hell. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. For everything is up for sale. Pilgrim trail, pilgrim trail. Let's meet up down the pilgrim trail.
Our view is just a big giant block.
Get metal in one.
Was that a pretty one?
Hey, Emmeline. We need to stop.
I hate them.
I know you do, sweet pea.
Whoa.
We're stopped for the night in Blackwell, Oklahoma at a hotel. We've had a whole bunch of energy tonight. So much energy. I think we're settling down. We're in bed. We're about to turn on night lights and such. So I'm going to pass it over to Annabelle, who's going to say what time it is.
This is the end of the episode, but we'll see you tomorrow. We're saying good night. Good night.
What's up?
You gotta tell me before you start recording.
Why? I'm the master editor. If something don't need to be in there, it just won't be in there. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? Really? A couple of housekeeping notes here. One, I think the girls have been watching like Big Brother or something. They're really taking to this diary cam and just like expressing their full emotions. And honestly, like, both of them, it's kind of turned more into like a prayer or a wish list for Santa. It's, I don't know.
Let us have fun and not be grumpy.
It's been interesting. Go.
I love you. Is it gonna come on today coming week? I will love it today. And I really wanna go on the comes on. And I just really love Mimi and Gandhi, and I miss them. And I really miss Gandhi and Gandhi too on this trip today. And I really love Mommy and Daddy and Nanny and Amber, my big sissy. And it's good loving yourself. I love you, and I love my toys. And I never take my toys because they are so blessed to us. And they kind of come on. And sometimes
Be kind.
come and be kind to people. Like when your teacher's talking, you should let them talk and not talk to people when the teacher's talking when you're at school. And that's very nice. And you can play with your friends. You can play with my friends. And I really love you. And I love it to come on. And it's so fun time. Hey Dad, when it does it that count, you know?
I can turn it off.